Yo, what is going on, gamers? It is your boy Chris here, aka ChrisThatGamer. Today, guys, I'm bringing another episode on how to get better at COD 4, basically how to get better at 1v1s in Call of Duty Remastered. Now, if you guys want this series to continue, let's see if we can get 40 likes on today's video, and I will definitely bring this series back and start to post it more all the way leading up until Call of Duty World War II, getting you guys ready for Call of Duty World War II. So first off, we already know that this is a boots on the ground game, but what I want to talk about as my first point is the fact that the round timer is so long in this game. If I could compare it to a different game, something like Infinite Warfare, the round timer in each and every game, I think it's like a minute and 30 or something along those lines. Those rounds end really, really fast. But something like in this game, you have over like 2 minutes. You have a lot of time to work with. You don't have to push something extremely fast. So in 1v1s in this game, you're going to find your opponents camping a lot, which means that you kind of need to fill out your opponent. As you guys can see, this is the first round of this entire match. I want to see what my opponent is going to do. I want to see if he's a rush type of player, if he's going to hit my spawn and flank through. And believe it or not, a lot of players will do something crazy at the start of the game because it's a new round. You guys don't know how each other plays. They want to just hit mid-map, or they want to go rush plan, or they want to just flank your spawn super quickly, because at the end of the day, you guys don't know how each other plays. You don't know how your opponent plays this certain game, so he could do some crazy things, catch you off guard, and boom, now he's up 1-0. Obviously, that's not really a huge round, but if it ends up going 5-5, that first round really counted a lot, because if it didn't go that way, then it wouldn't have went 5-5, obviously. So next, I want to talk about basically plant spots. Now, how I was playing this bomb in this game, you guys are going to see later down the road when I have different plants on different bombs. I do a really good job by putting myself in a position where I can see the bomb and still basically have cover and not really have to deal with my opponent shooting me from the side and things of that nature. Now, that spot that I was just in was a very hot spot. A lot of people normally camp in that corner, so I was actually surprised that my opponent didn't check that spot. He was rushing in with the deagle, and I was able to catch him basically with the deagle out. And on top of that, I kind of got a little bit of S&D timing because I checked the bomb and boom, he's on my side. On top of that, this round I got crazy S&D timing. I thought he was gonna push towards the left, be somewhere basically in that whole alleyway where that trash can was, which is why I was staring at it. And as I turn, I see this guy on my left hand side. Just imagine, instead of the guy actually looking at my balcony, if he was basically looking towards the steps, I die there 100%. And then this round, what you guys are watching, I thought, again, I was like, okay, let's see what my opponent's going to do this time on his defense. So I wanted to see if he was going to push the steps, because a lot of people that play this map, they rush mid-map a lot. And I also wanted to see if he was going to end up pushing my spawn. He didn't do either, and he ended up killing me from the side. That was just something that happens sometimes. You know, you give up certain rounds, but I had to make sure. I was like, okay, I gave up that round. I really need to win this next round. And it just happened that I got gunned. I just happened to get gunned, and now it's 2-2. Now I need to make sure that I don't do anything stupid in order to give my opponent more rounds in his favor. Next thing I want to talk about is strats. Now, before we get into it, I know that this game has been out for a very long time, and there's really no point of me posting videos on every single competitive map talking about strats, because the game's been out forever. Everyone already knows the game. But best believe it, when World War II comes out, I'm going to be posting a dedicated series to strats, my favorite strats, rush strats, plant strats, all that type of stuff, hotspots on the maps, to try to enable you guys to get better at the game. Now, what I mean by strats in this game, just like I said, I mean rush strats. I mean anything that basically gives you an advantage in order to win. For example, you know, we're talking about nade spots, stun spots, plant spots, anything that enables you to basically have an advantage over your opponent, and this all helps. Obviously, some players that record or stream and things of that nature, it sucks for them when they have dedicated strats or people watching them, because then you kind of understand how that person plays. Every time that I play against a subscriber or something like that, it's kind of hard sometimes, especially if they watch my videos a lot, especially in IW, because they know that I like to go to certain spots all the time, or you know, where I like to be at, because I post my 1v1 tips, I post where I like to go half the time. So you have to take that into consideration. Now, if we're talking about this round right here, when my opponent planted the bomb, I'm trying to find him. I'm looking in all of the hotspots on the map where people like to plant the bomb and just camp. Now, I just basically took a whole rotation around the map. I didn't see him. That back corner, a lot of people actually go into it. And I actually lost a match. I lost a wager match when someone was camping way back there with a sniper rifle in the beginning when this game first came out. and I ended up losing the wager because someone was camping like that. So sometimes it's going to take you to lose in order to learn, but you have to learn from your losses, if that makes sense. And I was basically able to learn from my mistakes. Now what you guys are going to see right here is going to be another great example of me talking about plant spots. I go to a very awesome spot on the map. It enables me to have a lot of cover, but on top of that, this is a very known corner, so I was very surprised that my opponent did not check this corner. I wanted to lay down just because of the fact that it allows me to take cover from the steps. He can't really see me. All I have to do is get up every couple seconds and boom, you know, I can see the bomb, see if he's defusing and whatnot. The only thing that sucks is if he were to come from middle. If he were to came from middle, there's no doubt in my mind that he would have checked the spot. Everybody knows about this spot, but since I planted it on the side that I planted on, he was checking everything in the back. He was checking that spot where I killed him the round previous. He was checking all of that stuff, and he didn't end up seeing me. He legit could not find me. He didn't even check this half of the map and the mid side, and I was basically able to just win that round because of this. Now I'm up 5-2. Most of you guys probably think, okay, you have this in the bag. This is going to be an easy W for you. You don't even have to worry about anything. But what actually happens, it goes from being 5-2 to 5-4. And it happens in a game like this because I'm super close to the W. I think that I'm going to win. I'm not really changing my playstyle. I'm not changing anything up. It just happens that a couple rounds don't go into my favor, and that out of nowhere, it ends up being 5-4. So anything can happen in this game. Just because I was up 5-2, it does not mean that the win is legit in my hands. It doesn't mean that I'm going to win this match. I personally think that it's super easy to bring a comeback. You just have to change your play style, figure out what your opponent does and things of that nature. And the weird thing about this round, I checked that corner, didn't see him, and he happened to be in that corner. So I don't know if I'm blind or I just need a new prescription of glasses, because I absolutely could not see him, and I felt like I would legit pre-aimed at that spot because I camped there. I was like, hey, maybe he's gonna go in the same spot that I wanted to, and he did, but for some reason I wasn't able to see him. So like I said before, a couple rounds didn't go in my favor. Basically 2 rounds didn't go in my favor. It happens sometimes, but I did try something different, especially in this round. I tried to push his spawn and basically lap the base, and he happened to be camping in the back of his spawn waiting. It wasn't like he was waiting for me to do that, but he was waiting to see if I was going to go plan B. That was the first time that I did that, and it costed me the round. So if you guys look at it, the way how I look at rounds when I lose, when I'm up 5-2, okay, those were my throwaway rounds. I tried to see if I could get something off of my opponent. I tried to see if I could do something crazy like that flank and be able to catch him pushing something, or not see him at all, drop the bomb, and boom, hopefully win the round because of that. Well, it didn't work out. So those were my throwaway rounds. That's why I put back on the M16. I was like, okay, it's time to win this round. He hasn't gone B yet. He did go B that one round where he dropped the bomb and he won it. I was like, maybe he might rush it again. So I pushed over there, didn't see him rush it, but as I got to the window, I obviously him camping on the vehicle, and boom, I'm able to win that round. Sometimes you just have to basically outsmart your opponent, get in your opponent's head. You've been playing this whole entire match with that said opponent. You should already know what that opponent is playing like. You should know their playstyle. You should know if they like the A bomb instead of the B bomb. What bomb are they planning more? What are their like plant spot corners and things of that nature? And on top of that, it's actually a good idea to not kill your opponent if you don't have to. That round where I planted it at that really good plant spot at B, and I ended up killing him because he couldn't find me, started shooting, I possibly could have kept him alive, chilled, not shot him, not killed him, because now he has absolutely no idea where I planted that bomb from. I could have used that spot again if I wanted to and just camped in the exact same spot. He wouldn't even known. But since I killed him, I can't technically plant that at the same spot, because now he's going to be like, okay, he came from mid last time, maybe he took a lap, or maybe he was camping somewhere mid. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys did, make sure to support it down below. Let me know what you guys think about this series coming back. And like I said before, it is going to be coming back in Call of Duty World War II. I can't wait till we have a fresh Call of Duty, and there's going to be brand new maps, brand new weapons, just a whole brand new game, and it's going to make S&D fun, and I can't wait to give you guys tips on S&D when that game comes out. So hope you guys enjoy. I shall see y'all next time. Peace out.